Page unclassified portion of the independent assessment of the U.S. force posture in the Asia-Pacific region was released today, and according to Governor's buildup director Mark Calvo, it appears mostly positive.
From what we can tell, it's a positive report for us, mostly because it does identify that Department of Defense has challenges with coordinating realignment in this area and the buildup altogether, and we saw those challenges the last 4 years.
The study was mandated as part of the 2012 National Defense Authorization Act and was one of the requirements before funding can be released for the Marines' relocation from Okinawa to Guam. This independent analysis was conducted by the Center for Strategic and International Studies and focuses on the larger question of how to align U.S. force posture to overall U.S. national interest in the Asia-Pacific region.
It endorses their consensus that Department of Defense needs to move quickly because of some strategic imperatives given by the President of the United States about defense in this area.
And also that, that Guam is an appropriate location for a military initiative here, even if it's smaller than the originally one planned with the 9,600 Marines.
Buildup Chair Senator Judy Guthert says she's happy the analysis acknowledges other aspects, including how DoD must prepare its master plan, an emphasis on the need to work with Congress, and ultimately a list of recommendations.
This report also highly recommends that Congress come on board and start funding projects that Department of Defense needs to move forward with this realignment.
Other recommendations include a better aligned engagement strategy under the U.S. Pacific Command and several other initiatives, such as expediting the environmental impact statement process, along with seeing that infrastructure improvements need to be carried out. Back in our nation's capital, Congresswoman Madeline Bordallo reacted saying while the report is positive overall for Guam, it also includes a vague suggestion that fewer than 5,000 Marines on Guam must be more operationally viable, saying, quote, "I do not agree with this suggestion. However, it is important to note that the recommendation included in this report does not represent the views of the Department of Defense," end quote. For Guthers, she says the numbers will always be fluid until DoD firms up its master plan.
But I've always said from the very beginning, Ken, whether it starts small, we can be sure that it will get bigger. Because Guam is just too valuable as a strategic location.
She's holding out on Defense Secretary Leon Panetta's comments and adds that DoD still has a lot of homework, namely completing the master plan for Guam. You can read the part that was released for public consumption on KUAM.com. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintanilla.